Welcome back, guys. We have another video, and today I'm going to be talking about Turo. So as many of you know, if you're a subscriber, great, and if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. But on Fridays, so today's Friday, May 28th, and every Friday on my channel, I'm listing videos about Turo, Turo tips, my experience on Turo, my earnings on Turo, so on and so forth. And today we're going to be talking about how does Turo insurance work and which plan to pick. This was one of my main, and it still continues to be one of my main concerns and questions I ask myself, because it determines whether you can make money actually or if you lose money. So first, how does the Turo insurance work? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here in a moment. Okay. So there's multiple ways that it works, and just to make it simple for you guys, I have this picture right here. I don't know if I can make it bigger, but it changes all the time. So before it used to be the minimum, the standard, and the premier. Now it's more of a you get to pick the actual coverage, and so Turo just takes a percent of your profit. So right here, I'm going to change my plan. So as you can see, there's 5 types of plans. Okay, so it's that simple. The 60% plan is you take 60% of the profit. So again, if you're renting your car for $100, Turo is taking 40%, you are taking 60%. The benefit on this plan is that you get a $0 deductible. Exterior wear and tear is included, so any scratches less than 3 inches are included. Any wear and tear, regular wear and tear, it's included. But again, there's a fine line there, because sometimes some things are not included, so it's tricky. Replacement vehicle, $50 a day, so they give you a vehicle if you don't have one. Lost hosting income as well, so if you already had some bookings and you have to cancel those bookings, they pay you not the full amount that you were gonna get, but I guess the amount of time that the body shop is working on your car, that's the amount of time they pay you for whatever bookings you have. So don't expect that if you had a $400 trip that they're gonna give you a $400 check. It's probably gonna be like $150, $200. And then liability coverage up to $750,000, which is pretty good. Now, the next one up is 70%. So what happens, what's the main difference between these is really how much you take. So again, 70% now, you're taking 10% more profit. Now there's a $250 deductible. This is the one I have right now. The exterior wear and tear is not included. You do get a $30 a day replacement vehicle. Now, loss of hosting income is not included, and it's still the same liability insurance. Then you get the 75, which is now everything's the same, pretty much just $750 in deductible. That's the most important thing here, guys, is you want to check out on that, right? The deductible amount, because I'll be posting a video soon, but my windshield cracked on the Tesla and it turned out to be quite expensive. And so if you have a plan like this, you're actually paying most of it. And so again, it's a matter of asking yourself, am I going to be getting these claims frequently or not? And so if you're just starting out on Turo, this is pretty much how I started. I started with the 60 to 40 just to kind of get the hang of it, just to get how claims work, what's covered, what's not covered. There's going to be times where Turo is going to tell you, nope, that's not covered, and I know you have the 60 plan, but we're not going to pay for that. And so you have to bite the bullet still. And so as I start getting more experience in Turo, I start noticing I want to get more to the 85, because the more profit I can get, the better. So right now I don't feel too comfortable going all the way to the 85 just yet. But once you get the hang of being more comfortable, you can start switching to these lower plans. But again, just to explain for those who are really, really brand new on how the Turo insurance works, is you get to pick their plan. Of course, you're going to have your own personal insurance, because you have to have insurance regardless, right? So I would recommend, if you're having an affordable car, probably go with the most affordable insurance, $50 insurance a month, $25 insurance a month, whatever. If you're going, like in my case, in the Tesla, I'm required to have, because I'm financing it, I'm required to have a certain coverage. So I had the minimum coverage with comprehensive collision, all that stuff. But at the same time, you still need to have your own personal insurance. That's separate. You have to pay your own separate insurance. And then this insurance for Turo is for your guests, for for you and for your guests. So anybody who damages your car during a trip on Turo, this is where this insurance kicks in. Now, remember that smoke and cleaning fees are always going to be claimable. So if somebody comes and smokes on your car, or damages or gets it dirty, the headliners or all that stuff, that's regardless whether you're on the 60 plan or whether you're on the 85% plan, you're still going to get covered 100% because those are cleaning fees. Those are not, damages. Also, damage that's greater than 3-inch. I found that I had the 60% plan. Somebody scratched my Tesla and it was bigger than 3-inch, and they still didn't claim it. I forgot why, but I think it was barely below the 3-inch mark, and so they didn't want to cover that. And so also, if there's no pre-trip images, and I've said this a ton of times, but if there's no pre-trip image, there's no coverage. Simple as that. Turo is just going to tell you, nope, it's not covered. I don't care if you're in 60, 80, 90% plan, whatever. We're not going to cover you. So I'm going to share again my plan really with Turo right now. What I'm doing is I started out with the 60-40 plan. Turo was taking a lot of money, which is understandable because the benefits are a lot. But then now I'm at the 70-30 plan, and I will be moving to the 75-25 plan, and I'll be setting the money on the side. So I'll be putting all this money on the side, and I'll be kind of keeping this money as a reserve in case I do need to pay extra money for the deductible. I have that money pretty much on reserves. And so I'll show you guys here. I have a Fidelity account where I have all my deposits from Turo. I'll show you here. All my deposits from Turo, you can see right here, deposited from Turo 127, and maybe it's a little small, but right here you can see deposit from Turo 255, deposit from Turo 325, and then I just pay my credit cards. So as you guys could see, I transfer to a different account which I pay all my credit cards, and I'll have another video on this on how I manage all my expenses so we don't get too much sidetracked on here. But long story short is I have a specific account where this is my auto money fund, as you can see, and I have $4,442 right there. And that's the whole point, for you to have this fund. I honestly, I have Fidelity because I put most of this money to work. I put it in certain stocks. Right now I'm not doing very well. I have a -2%, but anyways, the whole point here is, have money on the side so that way when you do have to pay for that extra deductible, you have money ready to go. But again, you're getting more profit too, so it makes sense. Also, remember that regardless of the plan you're at, you could always work things out with your guests. Okay, so unless they have the Turo insurance, which most of them decline it, but you can tell your guest, hey, you know what, you damaged the wheel, or hey, you scratched this, and look here, I have pictures, and we have a card on file, but let's work something out. And most of the time guests, 9 out of 10 guests that I've worked with, they work something out. They'll be like, okay, well, how about $200? How does that sound? Cash App, boom, 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 get it done, sent, done. You get extra money, plus if you're in the 60-40 plan, you probably want to submit all the claims to Turo. But if you're in the 75, 80, 85% plan, you want to work these things out with your guests. And if it's a bigger damage, if they actually crash the vehicle, you can always use their personal insurance to get reimbursed for that. So keep that in mind. Also, so the whole point of that comment was just try to have a nice relationship with your guests, try to be, courteous, and because it might pay off, right? So another question that I do get is commercial insurance, what's the difference between having commercial insurance or personal insurance? And so when you're starting on Turo, that's a great question, right? Do you want to put it as your personal insurance, or do you want to go and create a company and get commercial insurance? It's very simple. If you're going to start with maybe more than 4 or 5 vehicles, then commercial makes more sense because of the liability, just mainly because of the liability. But if you're just starting out, I have mine with my personal insurance, and I do know for a fact that commercial insurance is more expensive as well. There might be some exceptions out there. There might be some companies that I don't know of, and if you do know of, feel free to comment below, because I would be interested in maybe knowing that, if a commercial company is willing to charge you less than a personal company insurance-wise, then it makes more sense to actually go with the commercial route. But also another thing to consider is that you would need to create an LLC or sole proprietorship. And so, it's just more expense. And if you're just starting out, you want to start with the least amount of expenses, because you don't want to start negative. You don't want to be investing in this and that and boom, boom. You got like $2,000 worth of credit card payment bills, and your car's not even making any money yet. So start your way down and then upgrade. If you need a vacuum, buy it once you get money. If you need this, if you want to upgrade to commercial insurance, scale your business up. Don't just start, unless you have, $20,000-$30,000 in spare that you're ready to go, and that's specific the money that you have for this investment, then go for it. But that's just my thought. Now, if you do decline, if you do go the commercial insurance route, you do have the option to decline Turo's insurance, so owner provided insurance. And so they would only charge you 7.5% for just the car transaction fees and an admin fee. It's pretty good, actually. You're getting 92% of the profit pretty much to you. And then that hopefully is enough to pay for your commercial insurance. So it might still pay off very well. It still might be much worth, more profitable to go the commercial route. However, again, I don't have that. And I'm not in that level yet, so maybe I might not be able to give you as good as advice as I would want to. Now, I do have commercial insurance in the company where I work for, and I manage some of these policies. We have several vehicles for deliveries and for delivering tires specifically. And I do know, again, it's much more expensive, maybe because of ours it's like tires or something, but that they're expensive. But the benefits of going commercial, once again, it's just the liability. It's less risk for you personally. You can rent also cars to other people. You no longer need Turo to rent your car. You can actually have your website and start taking bookings and appointments, and just do your own due diligence, take pre-pictured trips and all that, because you're covered. You're always covered under these circumstances. Just make sure your insurance company knows that you're renting these cars. You wouldn't want to get commercial insurance, tell them you're just going to be delivering or just the regular commercial insurance, and then they find out you're renting these cars and they don't want to cover you. Also, again, benefit of going commercial insurance is that there might be more profit. Like I've been saying, there might be more profit if done right. So be sure to talk to your agent. If you got someone that in the insurance industry, knowing people pays off. And so this is where your networking skills come in. This is where you start reaching out to those friends in school or something, and telling them, hey, I'm interested in doing this, and that. What do you recommend? What are some good steps to follow? But with that being said, guys, this is it for today. Again, I do post Turo videos, specific Turo videos every Friday. I'm going to be posting more videos every Friday. I have a whole bunch of other topics that I talk about in my channel, but Friday is my Turo dedicated day. So if you enjoy, or if you're a Turo host, or if you're thinking of becoming a Turo host, definitely consider subscribing, hit that like button, and also comment below if you have any questions. My email is in my YouTube channel. Feel free to reach out to me, follow me on social media, just, ask questions, and I'll be always more than happy to share some wisdom and advice. Also, if you're a Turo host in Vegas, let me know. I have a lot of parking space and a lot of ideas that, if you're struggling with certain places or certain things, I'm always happy to network with people in my same area, right? That's awesome. So again, this video is sponsored by one of my companies, thetiredealer.com. We sell tires online all over the US, free shipping. We accept cryptocurrency as payment, credit cards, anything. And so if you have Turo cars, eventually you'll need tires. And so I can definitely help you save on tires. So be sure to check them out, or check us out at the link below the description. So thank you again, guys, for seeing the video today. I'll probably be listing another video sometime today or tomorrow about Turo and about my earnings, because I haven't done that for April. I'm very behind. So again, thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and be safe. Peace.